Hello, young scientists and chefs. I'm Chef Massimo, and today, we're cooking up something delicious and scientific. We're going to learn about the law of conservation of mass. Mia, Max, are you ready to bake and learn?
Absolutely, Chef Massimo. I love baking.
And I love science. Let's do this.
All right, everyone. The law of conservation of mass means that the mass of our ingredients stays the same, even after we bake them into something new. Let's see how this works with a cake. Imagine we have flour, sugar, butter, and eggs on the scale. This is our reactant, just like in a chemical reaction. Now, let's mix these ingredients and pour them into our pan. When we bake the cake, we're creating something new, our product. But guess what? The mass of our cake will be the same as the mass of all the ingredients combined.
The scale shows 500 grams for all the ingredients. That's a lot of cake.
Exactly, Max. Now, let's bake it and see what happens. Ta-da! The cake is ready. Now, let's put it back on the scale.
Whoa! The mass is still 500 grams. Even though it's a cake now, the mass didn't change.
That's right, Mia. Whether we have the ingredients separately or a delicious cake, the mass stays the same. This is the law of conservation of mass in action.
Hey, Chef Massimo, does this work for chemical reactions too? Like if we mix baking soda and vinegar?
Great question, Max. Yes, it does. If you mix baking soda and vinegar in a sealed jar, the mass before and after the reaction will be the same. Just like with our cake, nothing is lost, it's just changed form.
So, the bubbles and gas are part of the mass too.
Exactly, Mia. The mass is always conserved. It's like magic, but it's really just science. So, what did we learn today, chefs and scientists? The law of conservation of mass tells us that whether you're baking a cake or watching a chemical reaction, the mass stays the same. Nothing is lost, it just changes form.
Science is pretty sweet, just like cake.
I can't wait to see how the mass stays the same in our experiments.
That's the spirit. Remember, science is always happening around us, even in the kitchen. Keep experimenting and stay curious.